Let me ask you something. How many times have you waited to feel motivated just to take action? Before going to the gym, before starting the business, before fixing your finances? How about before changing your life? And how many times have motivation just never shown up? Here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. Motivation isn't the problem, and motivation isn't the solution either. Because the people that actually do change their lives, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on something else. And once you understand this, then everything shifts. You see, you've been sold a lie. A lie that says, once I feel inspired, then I will act. But motivation is emotional, and emotions are sort of unreliable. Some days you feel driven, most days you just don't. If motivation was required for success, nothing meaningful will ever get done. Think about it. You don't feel motivated to brush your teeth. You don't feel inspired to go to work. Well, at least me, sometimes. You don't wait for that special spark to pay your bills. You do these things because they're non-negotiable. And that's the key. You don't need motivation. You need structure. See, structure removes decision making. Structure removes emotion. Structure removes excuses. When your life has structure, action happens automatically. See, motivation says, do it when you feel like it. And structure usually says, this is just the way we are. And the moment something becomes a part of you, it no longer needs motivation. Here's the shift that changes everything. Stop asking, how do I feel today? Start asking, who am I becoming? Because identity drives behavior. You see, a disciplined person doesn't debate whether they're going to show up or not, they just do it. A focused person doesn't wait for the right mood, and a committed person doesn't negotiate with themselves. They act in alignment because that's just who they are. So instead of saying, I'm trying to work out more, say, I'm someone who just trains. Instead of, I want to be consistent, say, I'm someone who just shows up daily. The actions will follow the identity that you claim. Motivation works in short bursts. It's great for starting, it's terrible for finishing. Ugh. Because life gets boring. Progress gets pretty slow. Results take time. And motivation just doesn't survive boredom. But remember, systems do. Habits do, routines do, standards do. The people that succeed are not really special. They're not motivated. They just build better systems even in those bad days. So if it's not motivation, then what do you need? Standards. Standards are rules you don't break. Not goals, not wishes, just rules. For example, I handle my responsibilities before my entertainment. I read 10 pages a day. I don't skip 2 days in a row. When the standards are clear, decisions disappear. And when decisions disappear, consistency shows up. Here's something you can do today. Stop asking, how can I feel motivated? And start asking, what is the smallest action I can take even though I don't feel motivated? Because action creates motivation. That's how it works. Not the other way around. Momentum creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence changes identity. It all starts with doing the work without feeling. Now you don't need another motivation video. Or maybe this one. You don't need another quote. You don't need another burst of inspiration just for it to die out. You need structure. You need standards. You need identity. Motivation comes and goes. It's like that. But the person you become, that stays. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. What standard do you need to put in place to start living today? Also, if you took value from this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And remember, you don't need motivation. You need commitment. Until next time, folks, we will speak soon.